Averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable for Lockett.
Oh, damn. Oh, my God.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Because people like to spam me.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
People be like this. Like, hey, every time I go in bench, I play deals sometimes. I'll be on Apex sometimes, but not like that. And every time someone scans me with a motherfucking gun, if they go up behind me, then they be trying to fucking punch me and shit. One time they get
record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Dude,
and this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Smith is pass. They're not playing Madden20 anymore.
And that for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ooh. Seahawks for a second. Kickoff right. No, I'm doing like the worst kick ever.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh my God.
Free kick out of bounds.
Offense number.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Special team, base block right.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Seattle.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I think they just banded my play from Madden.
Here's Flacco.
He's just sitting still. Just look at his move.
Lindsey here. Call it a gain of 3. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
I'm talking about X.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Did he look like I just asked him? I said it.
Well, this defensive pressure constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
My chair is so squeaky. It's not like I freaking farted. It was like...
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know what the handbooks say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter.
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout,
what type of fun do you have?
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
What type of phone do you have?
What?
What type of phone do you have?
On 1st and 10, it's
Wilson. No, the other dude, he just said that he did jump off his phone for his blood.
Give him 32 on the play.
You don't know what that phone is?
You need to watch my phone.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage,
is this the oldest brother?
And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Just up the party, yeah.
Yeah, that's, wait a minute. He's on his account, finally.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking out of zone, but it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
What the fuck is this man doing?
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they
forgot
to
what do you mean? That's my handshake. It means my dad.
I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense? Someone who will dance with him and go where he goes. Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake.
What am I doing? Like, actually, what am I doing? Like,
failed
why
big
is it?
time.
My
Not only
question is,
did
why
they
is
not
it
get
not
it, they
letting me
went
pass?
backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line.
Yay!
Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line.
Where are you going to go?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 20. Here's the Denver offense now. As
I see it.
Set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Guys, I can, Mom, if you're watching this, you say, because Jenna, you can say, I can say, damn, I can say this because, I can say, oh no, Mom, sorry. I thought it was a 5th one, no, but it's damn hell.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Because Jenna said that we can, oh no, it's not that good.
To pass, Flacco. That's complete to Jake Butt. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they
have
have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big.
And then he dropped the ball and I got it.
Afternoon to forget, absolutely.
And I fell. That's definitely going to be my
Now they get ready to head back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. When I was calling college football, I saw a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. To throw is Wilson. And this will be called, and the carnage continues.
I just scored. Ooh, it's 14 to 51.
This game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight.
You might want to know they're playing. People are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy?
I'm so serious right now. Number 81 has not dropped the ball. I've used him this morning.
Last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
No! No, I don't want that.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
No. It's so garbage.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position.
Woods.
One
What's
play
up,
later,
Woods? He likes to eat.
end zone.
Squirrel from Woods.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos on the field ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? If you hit from behind and he's going to be driven down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mark. See, that's why I'm saying number 5 on the Broncos team is trash. Special teams, base block.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Flacco looks to throw.
Dude, they're so bad. They keep freaking
Trying to get that one to Jake Butt, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
I'm being honest.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Slips past him. Where'd he go?
Let's go, Lockett. I mean, not Lockett.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Myers is literally
rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football.
Are you using Bushing, to be honest?
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
She got hit by
now it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside
I am serious, but I was talking to her brother. He said that she got hit by a car
first down, 18-yard gain.
And they hit her and they broke her ribs.
Coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
I think she lives in Ohio, and I live in Anderson. But I'll be moving to Indianapolis, so I might be close to that city, and I'll be able to come see her. Exactly, that's what I'm worried about.
Wilson
I hope she was okay.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 23 yards.
That been hurt.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that. That's a tough situation for him, as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around.
That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm 13, she's 14. Okay, double edit. When I can do it when I do double edit, it's easy to do it on the left. Because when I do it on the right,
good plays have him on the move on first down.
No, that was
Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room. But that's the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now Myers for the extra point.
How did the 2 games they took the lights away? I mean, that would be very good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Because when I met her, she never had a mic.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Do you think she probably broke her neck?
I don't think she did. I think my friend said that. I can't remember what her brother. I can't remember what else he said she broke.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Now where'd Mom go?
Where'd Mom go? Onto the field ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because Now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
You told me that you don't know where he at
here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier. That many points allows them to play
what do you mean? This kid threw Tom and it freaking landed perfectly on the bench.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. It's your mighty NBA.
I'll be back. Cloudy.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
So the big question today is, how will they play in this weather? Because you can recreate moisture, right? You can do wet ball drills, things of that nature. But snow, you cannot create that in practice. You can't prepare for it. You just have to deal with it.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin there to make the grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And just shutting him off there. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Lamar
Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down.
Why is he not doing that?
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
It says I can pass to a circle. It's not letting me pass to a circle.
To throw is Jackson. And that will be
of course
incomplete.
they don't catch the freaking ball. I'm done. I'm worried about to freaking quit this game.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I'm not going to ask you to sing any of those holiday carols right now with the snow coming down and they're playing in this stuff, but I have to believe they had a couple schools of thought here. One, worried about maybe the kicker slipping or just executing a field goal attempt. And 2, when you fake it, offensively you actually have an advantage. Harder for defenses to react and make cuts and stop a play.
Well, that was going to be my point, especially in this weather. Tougher for them to adjust.
Yeah, trying to...
And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! A 10-yard touchdown.
have not vacuumed in here yet. Here. Why are we playing games when we have not vacuumed? Peyton? Huh? Beat you, boy. So what? Alan, short.
okay. Yeah, okay. What's up? Chores.
As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Well, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but
I'm actually kind of getting bored of Madden. I'm probably going to have to go back to Fortnite.
Hold up, Brayden. I'll be back in a second. got my dad when I go with you guys. I have to admit that. Sorry. Alright.
One is up and through.
I need some men.
So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Playing Madden. And it's... Oh, because I ran outside to take the trash out, and it was like clear back there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Chargers set to take over again on off.
Hi. Bye, stream. Have a wonderful day.